And we are live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the live show. The Big Nasty and Chaco and Big Nasty's live show. How you doing, buddy? How was C2E2?
A lot of fun. Met a lot of people, talked to a lot of people, including our guest. I went by, talked to him, and my my foot. This plantar fascia is just killing me, man. I was supposed to meet up with our buddy Anthony Cleveland today, and I couldn't stay that long, and I just apologized to him. I had to go, but yeah, got some cool stuff. I'll show tied to the end of the show and stuff. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, that sounds like it'd be a blast. It'd be a lot for me, man. All that walking and stuff. It kills me anymore. It just sucks getting old. But
yeah,
we got a great guest tonight. So you want to tell everybody a little about him?
Yeah, Caleb Addy. If you're not familiar, DJ Space Invader _art on Instagram. Actually, our friend Adam Up and Adam is the one who first showed his work to me, and immediately spoke to me. It's that stuff I think that both you and I like,
right,
creepy but like really detailed and cool line work and like spooky. Like that's how I see it. Like immediately was interested and reached out to Caleb and told him, man, I really like what you're doing, and talked about the show and how much I'd like for him to come on, and we figured out a date that would work, and it just happens that it's right in the middle of C2E2, and Caleb is there. So I actually yesterday I met Caleb and talked to him, and I think everybody's really gonna like his stuff and really like him. Really good guy. So maybe we should bring him out.
And here's Caleb. Hey, man.
Hello,
hey, Caleb.
Everybody hear
Thanks
me?
Thanks for doing this. Thanks for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, thanks for doing this. We've been doing this now for not quite a year, and meeting new people, making new friends, doing this, and like I was saying, came by the booth yesterday and talked a little bit, and decided to commission a blank sketch cover that you're working on, and maybe you'll be able to show people
Sweet.
So he's working on a Max for me. I think he'll be able to kind of show during the show like the progress as we do the interview, and I think that'll be really fun. But first, we normally will say hi to all our buddies in the chat, and then we'll come back and we'll get to know your story and show some of your work, talk about your work.
Alrighty.
Say hello to the chat.
Hello to the chat.
Say Alex clocking in at 11:41.
He's racing.
Yeah. Mr. Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Lewis.
Hey, Louie.
K Munin, buddy.
Good to see you, Cam.
And there's my Adam sweetheart.
Yo, Adam.
Stevie.
Hey, Stevie D. Good to see you. Stevie's been dropping a lot of videos.
Great and powerful Robbie Josephs.
Yes, one of the best. One of the nicest people you can meet, Robbie Joseph.
Let's see. Am I skipping? Everybody's kind of talking, and Brittle Page Man.
Yeah, good to see you, Brittle Page.
Let's see. Make sure I don't skip somebody. Enrique.
Hey, Enrique, good to see you.
There's Jeff Jack. Where he was at.
Yeah.
And I think that'll be it. Say hey as they come in. I'll nod to them.
I got sneeze. Sorry. It was sneaking up on me. I had to let it go.
Bless you.
But yeah, Brittle Page Man. Sorry, I missed you at C2E2. Boy. Sorry about that, everyone.
making your internet freeze up.
Oh, was it?
It did there for a second, but you're all right. You're all right now.
Make sure I close other tabs out. So, Caleb, again, thanks for doing this. And we start the show with basically the same question each time, just to get some background. What made you originally get interested into art, and what was your training in art, and then how'd you get into comics?
So, I mean, I've always been into artwork, like kindergarten. Like I would be drawing like ninjas, pirates, cowboys. The normal like boy stuff that you would do when you're that young. And I mean, kindergarten, and then I would draw all the way up until like high school. But it was when I was in high school, I was drawing on my math homework, and the math teacher was actually a wrestling coach. And so he had me come into the wrestling room and paint a big old mural of Beast from X-Men.
Really?
Oh, yeah. It was super sick. It was the entire summer. So then he also spent that time recruiting me into the wrestling program. But that aside, I ended up doing that, and then I would do like commissions for like a couple buddies that are just was like a $20 like little tiny commission. And I mean, that was like the very beginning of like, I guess, my technical professional art career. Then we'd be in construction. I would be drawing on the drywall, and it was just always one of those things where I would always have to be drawing. And like right now, where it's like it helps me concentrate on this, being able to draw the max while doing everything. So it's just it's definitely kind of like a STEM, I guess, or like an autistic but like I just love drawing. I went to school for multimedia graphic design. I got an associate's at a community college. I worked in construction, and they ended up laying me off. And so the guy was like, just stop wasting your time going for this construction thing and just go for artwork, because this is obviously what I should be doing. And so I kind of just started looking on Facebook for writers that are looking for an artist. I ended up finding a guy in Norway, and I ended up finding Luke Stokes, who I think we were able to meet him for a minute while he's at the booth. He's my writer for the Haruka Kuma, the samurai horror comic book, and then guy in Norway, where we're doing this whole huge anthology of like weird H.P. Lovecraft, David Lynch horror stories called The Suffering God. And that's actually what the world of Man of Many Shadows takes place in.
Now, I that leads into my one of my next questions. But so Man of Many Shadows, book 1 dropped, and book 2 is coming just in a handful of days, right?
Oh yeah, it's launching Wednesday or Thursday, April 1st. So it's like right in the corner.
That's on Kickstarter?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, everyone, if you can check out the Kickstarter, and that's it shows up on your Instagram page, correct? So yeah, DJ Space Invader _art is I don't know, Jason, I don't know if I think Jason, you're the only Blue Wrench there. I don't know if you would mind sharing the links for Caleb's Instagram and maybe the Kickstarter for Man of Many Shadows. Rich, can we pull up the Man of Many Shadows, the issue 1 cover?
Which one's the 1 and which one's 2?
The one I sent you yesterday is 1, and today is 2.
Okay. Maybe this one?
I think that's right. That's number 1, right, Caleb?
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, it's really cool, really creepy. Can you just talk about you said this is like Lovecraftian kind of a world?
A little bit. So the pitch I always give people is like if it's Divine Comedy meets Silent Hill.
Oh,
Um,
wow.
my intention during the creation, but like I mean, if you're consuming certain media and you're trying to design something, it'll just end up bleeding over really more than you think it would have. Um, so I was like reading like Divine Comedy, Paradise Lost, watching Silent Hill, playing Silent Hill F and all that, and then it would just kind of turn into this world. But Lovecraft, I absolutely love Lovecraft's work. Um, David Lynch, I love his movies as well. And so
Same
this
here.
thing
Yeah.
about abstract horror was just there's no rules, and I can do whatever I want with the artwork, and as long as it's a cohesive story, I think I can keep doing it. And I love cowboys too. I
Right
always
on.
story about a cowboy.
Yeah, I love that cover, man. It looks like scratchboard. Have you ever used that? Done that before?
I haven't done scratch board, but
Yeah.
so I used a lot of ink wash, ink splatter with the toothbrush, white ink. I use a lot of ink, and I like doing body horror where you just have bodies and people kind of intertwined together. Kind of puzzle.
It's really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you wrote this one as
Yes.
well as did the art. Yeah, very cool. Now, when did this one come out? I was this last year?
This was last year. I ran that Kickstarter in October. Yeah.
Cool.
So it ended in October 31st. And so then this one is going to be or the next one's going to be in April.
Very cool. Rich, could you show the issue 2, the other one? So this is dropping, guys. So please back Caleb's Kickstarter. Now, if people back issue 2, is there an option where they can get issue 1 and 2?
Yep, there are options to be able to get hold of any of the other older covers. And the cover that you have showing is actually a variant cover from Naftali for issue 2. And she's an amazing upcoming artist that I'm trying to support and help get her in the field, really.
Oh, very cool.
Okay.
I just saw this one. I just because I saw that it was dropping. I
Oh,
didn't
cool.
realize.
No, I appreciate like for Naftali. She's amazing, and I want to make sure she gets the publicity.
Very cool. So influences. You mentioned H.P. Lovecraft and how you like the kind of Cthulhu mythos kind of stuff. What about like comic book influences? Are there certain comic artists that influenced your style?
Influencing my style, I can't really say anything until I say Jason Shum Alexander.
Good. Yeah.
Because what is it? When I first started reading comics was actually pretty recent. So Mortal Kombat 11 had released a trailer, and they were doing the DC trailers, and I saw Spawn show up. I always thought he was just an edgelord, like Batman. I realized that his cape and chains were alive. So when I saw the trailer of him, I'm like, okay.
Right.
So then I went to the new comic shop, picked up the one with the coolest cover on it, and it was Jason's run where they crucified or where Violator crucified Spawn. So that was like first exposure to Spawn. So imagine me drawing Spawn ever since then. And then now I just fell in love with Jason's work. And from Jason, got Jay Lee, John Wayshak, Bernie Wrightson, Mike Mignola. It just kind of snowballed into all of those guys and the way they do their ink work. And I love doing black and white artwork.
You could see all of those influences in your work. Like Wayshak was one that jumped out to me right away, and I would imagine pretty much anybody that's doing horror, like at some point you're going to discover Bernie Wrightson.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah.
The goat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frankenstein sooner or later.
You was talking about Spawn. Have you been reading Spawn Dark Ages, Caleb?
I need to read that because I really do like Liam Sharp stuff.
Yeah, that stuff, man, right there. That's awesome.
Because I got introduced to his work through Starhenge, and that was really sick.
Very cool.
I was like he wrote and did all that by himself, I believe.
Yeah, Rich, can we show there was that the commission? It's like a devil on a this is amazing. This was you said this is a D&D commission, right?
Yeah, a close buddy of mine, he had commissioned me to do this devil character for, I think it's like a campaign or a D&D character or something. But it's just like he kind of gave me a few things on what that devil's all about, and then he's like, all right, you just do whatever now. And so I had a lot of free reign over this character.
That's so cool.
What did you use? Is this all pen and ink, and then what? And you added a little bit of like red. Or what was this?
So all the black is ink, but when I did the colors, I would use gouache, where it's kind of like a mix between like acrylic and watercolor, and you can have it like be acrylic if you don't put any water into it, but it instantly becomes like watercolor if you put any water in it. And so that's where all those colors come from, and then I would go over it with colored pencil to help push and pull values. And then I use my ink splatter and I use gel pen to push highlights even more. But this one I tried to do less is more with the colors. I didn't want to have
it's so detailed.
Well, it's I love the combination of like human body parts and organic.
I love doing that.
Yeah, I was telling you a little bit backstage. Talked to the legend Tim Vigil today, and showed your work to him. And I was saying, yeah, I don't know if you've seen this guy, but have you seen Caleb's work? And he was immediately impressed. Yeah, I've always been a Tim Vigil fan, but I see a lot of Tim Vigil in your work too. The kind of like you were talking about body horror and the really kind of detailed pen and ink stuff. You were saying you are familiar with Tim?
A little bit, yeah. Like, I mean, once I saw more of Faust, it's like, oh yeah, because a lot of artists, I don't actually know what they're doing the work for. I just study their work because it looks good. And so it's like when my buddy showed me Faust, it's like, oh yeah, no, I've been all over his work. So yeah.
Yeah, he's one of the greats of this kind of genre. Following him since like the 80s, and then like in the 90s he was kind of doing stuff like that was way wilder than everyone else. But yeah, I think he might be reaching out. So he was very impressed and took your name down. So hopefully he reaches out and says hi.
What booth is he in?
It is it's one of the booths that's like it's kind of like he's not in Artist Alley. It's like where it's like 11, and I have it right here. Sorry. He's in 1137. It's the Comic Cage Entertainment booth. It's kind of as you're going in before you get down to Artist Alley, kind of where the comic shops and stuff are. Yeah, he's like running parallel. It's easy to see, like if you're walking out of the con. If you're walking into the con, he's kind of hidden. So yeah, he's.
I love the shadowing on this one, Caleb. The layering and how you do that, man. It's really sweet.
Thank you.
I love it. I absolutely love what you're doing with this stuff and just like I said, the high detail and line work. It's just so cool.
Yeah.
You worked on a book with a friend of ours. You did a book, The Living Stone, with our buddy Garrett Gunn.
Sure.
Yeah, I think we have a picture of that one too. So Living Stone, what can you talk about this one, what this was about, and how you met up with our good friend Garrett Gunn.
So, okay, so the whole that's like two big different stories. So, Livingstone, Garrett had originally pitched to me an idea of like doing just this horror story where it's like, if you know Garrett, he does like every single different type of story. I don't think there's a genre that he doesn't touch.
Right.
Got Fingers, we got Jabberjaw, we got was a Good Boy, we got, and then Livingstone, where it's like a straight up like this is a pretty serious until the end story about like fantasy and dark medieval stuff. But the original idea he pitched to me was this very Lynchian, very like mature story, like not like mature as in there's like tons of blood and gore. It was just a very sophisticated story, and like I was all about it. So then it would be later on that he pitches this to me as well, where it's like we want to do a whole anthology where it includes that original horror story along with all these other stories. And
Cool.
so that's where this is, and then the other one we're kind of on a hiatus with that just because he's got a bunch of other stuff and we got to make sure that we can actually fund the project and all that. But I mean, that's every indie comic book ever. But yeah, and he would give me like the whole story and cut it up in paragraphs, and then I would just do an illustration of each paragraph. And I absolutely love doing it like this. This was a lot of fun to work with. But when it comes to actually meeting Garrett, so I had worked with an agent called Legacy Studio.
Okay.
They were pretty short-lived. They only existed for maybe a year and a half. But what their whole deal was taking like kind of underground, nobody knows artists and then blowing them up. But their whole thing was getting Garrett, because they figured out that he was pretty big on the indie scene. So they got me in touch with him, and I did a story with Trample, if you're familiar with that one.
Yeah, I don't think I know that one. I mean, he's like you said, he's doing a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And so, yeah, I got to do this elephant cover, and then that was like the first one that I did with Legacy Studio and Garrett Gunn. And then ever since then, it's just like I loved working with Garrett.
He's a great guy, like one of the friendliest people.
He's funny as fuck. But
yes, he was on our show, had us laughing. He had a visitor at the door in the middle of the show, and it became kind of a funny part. But yeah, a great friend of the show, and yeah, we love Garrett.
He's awesome.
Yeah. So I was going to ask about and I'm if I butcher the name, but the new project, the Araku Akuno. Am I screwing it up?
Aruku Akumu.
Okay, Aruku Akuno. Could you show that one, Rich? We have the picture of yeah. So it's you and Luke working on this, and just issue number 1. Can you? I know you talked a little bit about this, but could you go a little bit more in depth about what this is about and kind of what the project is exactly?
So, once upon a time, I was reaching out to people all over Instagram on like, let's get some art going. Let's do indies coming together, trying to make a project work, because it's like, I'm a writer, or I'm an artist, not a writer, but I need somebody else that can come in and do that for me. So it's like that's how Luke and I met. And so the original idea was that we were going to do a Lovecraftian story, because I was like all hung up on Lovecraft at the time. But then I was also starting to get into the samurai, like Akira Kurosawa, Seven Samurai. And I'm like, hey, Luke, you want to do this instead? And he was instantly down. He absolutely loves samurai. He has like all the old burned movies on the DVDs, and he's
nice.
big stack of them for homework. So I got games and watch samurai movies for homework. And so we just like, I mean, all of this is still passion projects. This isn't like a pitched producer project where we're making a ton of money. It's we want to do this, and this is kind of where it comes from. So Ruku Kumu, Luke, I mean, we co-created it, but Luke, he did a lot of heavy lifting into like again, autistic on how much details he was getting into on the research, or he would go down into the rabbit hole of like, all right, here's the dates, and here's all the cultures, and here's all the clans, and here's all the religions and the rituals and all this stuff, and like, that's how the comic book's coming together, and it's coming great. And I mean, he's been having a few medical emergencies. Like, oh, dude, while I was doing the first issue, I was going through college. I was working at FedEx. I was doing all this stuff, and I could barely hold it together. And so then Luke was also going through heart surgery. So he had open heart surgery, and I was going through college, and we're like, is this comic book even going to happen? Can even survive the other side of this? So eventually we both got through it. I think Luke had the having heart surgery, but
Wow.
it was a lot. So it took 2.5 years to finish the first issue.
Wow. Now, is Luke okay? Is he done with surgery and stuff?
Oh yeah, he's good. He's good on that surgery part. Now he's just, has a family to take care of and a job. But other than that, he's doing great. Yeah.
Our friend Rich, he had a scare, similar scare last year, and thank God,
Yeah.
we made through and stuff. So
Yeah.
Congratulations on surviving that.
Yeah. Well, thanks.
yeah, I mean, it was scary for everybody. All of us that know Rich, but I'm sure scariest for Rich more than anyone.
Yeah.
But, so how has the convention gone for you so far? How are you enjoying? Is this your first C2E2?
So when I was with Legacy Studio, it was actually the first convention that I did with them, but it was as an exhibitor. So we were in an exhibitor booth, and it was like they kind of, another reason why they shut down was that they went overkill on everything. So so I got to see C2E or C2E2. I got to meet all my heroes, and I got to work or talk with Social Micah and all that. But
Wow.
this is the first one where it's like art oriented. Like, I am a artist in Artist Alley for C2E2, and it's been going all right. Main goal is just making sure that we make our money back that we spent traveling and staying in the B&B. But other than that, it's been absolutely awesome.
Really cool. Yeah, I've found it to be great. I talking to a lot of people. Everybody's so super friendly and just glad to be there. Just like-minded people who like this stuff, the stuff we're into. So, and I pitched in a little bit. Would you mind showing the progress on the cover a little bit to everyone?
Yes, I can.
Oh, badass!
Oh man, look at that!
I love the
That's
hulking
badass, dude.
shoulders in the back is great.
Yes.
Max, without that, like, I mean, that's
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got to get that exaggeration, Sam Keith. That's certain areas of the body how he would draw. So that's awesome.
We talked a little bit when I had the idea about Sam Keith. You turns out you're a Sam Keith fan yourself.
Yeah, and kind of like how it was before, where it's like a lot of the artwork I didn't know exactly where it was from or who it was from, but Sam Keith, what is it? He's the reason that I always draw Batman with the huge ears.
Yeah. I was gonna say, check out Kelly Jones too. So
yeah,
similar. Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I loved his work, and like, it's a lot of people are passing away all of a sudden. It's weird.
Yeah. Sad,
Yeah.
man.
You're luckily you're younger. We're right around the same age as Sam Keith, so that kind of like it's a little harder. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Start to see that. How about dream projects, anything that you would really love to work on, say, if maybe one of the big two, or Image, or something gave you a call, what would you any books that you would really love to work on?
So what I've when I first started getting into comic books, I always wanted to be able to get like my hands on doing like how Ashley Wood and such had Hellspawn. I wanted to be able to do like my own like Spawn little whatever story. But then as I start getting deeper into this career, it's like just give me a cover so I can do whatever I want on it. And then just give me money to do Man of Many Shadows or Rakukumu, because these are the ones that I really want to do.
Right,
Uh,
right.
I mean, I would love to do Spawn for a little bit, or Spider-Man for a little bit, or something for a little bit, but I wouldn't want to stick around for too long because I want to do my ideas.
Right.
Right.
That's smart, and that's kind of the road that McFarlane took. Really, he kept his stuff to himself, and didn't put it out with Marvel or anything, and still worked, and you know got on Spider-Man and these big books, but then eventually was able to go off and do his kind of passion project, Spawn and Image. Yeah. Um. Now, how about friends in the industry? Anybody who's kind of helped you out, or given you advice as you've started to get into it? People who maybe mentored, or just friendly words of advice.
Like, I really wish I had more of a dedicated mentor just to be able to like come in and tell me exactly what I'm screwing up on, because that's when I get a lot better at my artwork. But like when I was in college, I had a professor, Matt Campbell. If you're familiar with Action Line Comics or Mythica or anything like that, so he's the guy that behind that, and he's done some stuff for Marvel and DC. And I'd be able to like bug in his ear, what am I doing wrong? And then he would like have a trace paper draw all the things that I screwed up on. So then, oh, all right, here, this is better. And then that was the fastest I ever got better in my career. And ever since then, it's just like I would bug people to tell me what they think of my work, and they're like, "Oh, it's great." That's it. So I was like, I'm always looking for like constructive criticism from these guys. But like, there was one time, another reason why I love Jason Sean Alexander is that he did break down my work on what I really was screwing up in the compositions and value detail.
Wow, that's great that he did that. Uh yeah, again, I'm hopeful that Tim Vigil reaches out, because he seems to be that that type. He can be a little bit of uh I've met him a couple of times. He can be uh a little outspoken. So yeah, he's got his own opinions. So our buddy Archivist Adrift, Jason, had a question for you. Does music influence Caleb's art, or does musical taste match his artistic themes?
It's actually crazy because it's like I my girlfriend has a hard time sometimes being in my car when I'm listening to my music, because it's like because like I'll be listening to ambient music, whatever theme that helps push the moods of the comic book, like Man of Many Shadows. A lot of gothic music, a lot of creepy music, a lot of weird stuff. And it's like it's not exactly romantic car ride music. So it's like I listen to a lot of music that helps push the themes of the comics or artwork that I'm thinking about. So it's like artwork for like a video game. I'll listen to the video game soundtrack to help me get in the right mind space for whatever that video game's about.
Very cool. And
Pretty cool. Yeah.
so for Man of Many Shadows, you've mentioned it a couple of times. Again, uh, uh, our buddy JSS is here. JSS, I don't know if it's possible to drop the Kickstarter. It's on Caleb's page for Man of Many Shadows. So issue number 2, the Kickstarter, it's is it live now or it goes live? It goes live or it ends in a few days?
It goes live on
Okay.
April 1st.
April 1st.
Yeah.
So
yeah. What's up?
everybody please back the Kickstarter of our new buddy Caleb. So is it basically you're trying to do like a world building with this? Is that the kind of the goal, is to like continue this on and be more of an expansive world?
So yeah, like Man of Many Shadows is going to be broken up into books. So the first book is the Book of Poison. There's only going to be 2 parts to it, but it's going to be like, here's the witches, here's the main character Samuel, and here's the shadows that mess with him, and then here's the world that he's in and how the rules of it don't really add up just yet. And then we're going to get into the next book, which is going to be a new target, and he's going to learn, or the viewer's going to learn more about the world. And then we're going to have more books where it's like you learn about the witches, you're going to learn more about Samuel, you're going to learn about who the suffering God is. And each one, it's not an anthology because it is chronological, but it's broken up into specific books that tackle specific topics in the book. And it's like it's going to be a lot of fun because I'm going to be collaborating with a lot of great artists on certain aspects as well.
Very cool. And
Very cool.
how much have you mapped out? Like you said the first part is the Book of Poison, and
Yeah.
so there are several different aspects, I guess, that is it all mapped out?
Yeah. So the second book I'm working, or I already got the synopsis, which is kind of how I do the scripts, where it's like I have the summary of the story, then I'll hit the storyboards. So it's not a full script because I'm writing it, so I don't need to have somebody tell me exactly how the page flows because I already do know. But book 2 is already figured out with that, and then with next I have like maybe after that maybe 5 or 6 more books planned on the different targets that Sam's going to go after. So the first one is the priest of the church. And then the second one, I'm not going to spoil it, but there is a target that he's got to go after. And then I got ideas for like a soldier, or like there's one where it's this guy that's held prisoner and he's like this kind of wolf abomination thing. So it's going to be a play on the Minotaur's Labyrinth. And there's just a lot of aspects that will just explain parts of the world in its own book. And so it's not, I want to avoid the long wall of text telling you what to think about the world. I'm letting you actually figure it out on your own.
Wow. Yeah. I love stuff like that. It's piques my interest. Everybody, Jason mentioned that reminds me of the movie Begotten, which I don't know if you're familiar with it, but Begotten it was like an art movie. I used to have it, but it was like the story of Jesus, but it was like acted out by like monsters. It's wild. And JSS just dropped the link to it. If anybody's into that sort of thing, it is a wild kind of crazy crazy movie. But so normally we're right about the 40-minute mark. We invite some of our friends on if they would like to ask questions. And so
Communion had one real quick.
Sorry. Aside from Spawn, what are other comic characters franchise you hope to do art for in the future?
I would actually kill to do some stuff for Hellboy.
Oh, wow. That's a good one too.
You
mentioned Mignola.
Oh yeah, Mignola, I love his work, but I know that his work is also the most difficult to replicate because like it's not as simple as it looks. It's crazy how good he is with anatomy, but it's so simplified in a weird way. But I really want to do Hellboy.
Yeah, he is awesome. And I love Hellboy. I just picked up like the controversial, like which one is the first appearance of Hellboy. I picked up both issues. But yeah, Rich just dropped the link. If you'd like to join us and ask our new buddy Caleb a question or two, would you mind holding up the holding up the Max and letting us kind of get a. Oh, look at it!
Oh man,
So cool.
yeah.
Almost take white out to cover up the words, but yeah. And I guess I don't have yellow.
Yeah.
Outfit.
Cool. That is awesome. Yeah, like I was saying at the thing, like if you wanted to take it home, send it to me or something, that totally cool.
This is our buddy Adam here. He's the one that turned Chaco onto us. And
what's up, Caleb?
Yeah, Adam, did you have a question? As Rich just said, he's the reason that I reached out. He was the one that originally showed your work to me and absolutely blew my mind. But Adam, you have a question for Caleb?
Well, I wanted to show off a couple things if I can.
Please do. Please do.
Yeah.
if he doesn't mind first. So just to show more stuff. So Caleb has been like I met you and talked to you, a few times through Instagram and met you at Heroes a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And one thing that you did for me, which was kind of cool, I've been working on this Fantastic Four like villains jam piece that I'm working on. And I got Caleb to do this Diablo for me.
Oh, wild.
It's been a minute.
So yeah. I don't think you were familiar with it. You're like, I don't know, but I was like, I know you would do an amazing job with Diablo. So I wanted to put that on there. And then I got a couple of other. One thing I got from your booth was check out this Galactus, man.
Oh wow! Look at that.
Yeah.
That was amazing.
Yeah, that one's.
Could you hold it up
also,
again?
You mentioned,
Adam, I'm sorry. Could you hold that up again? I don't think we got a chance to take it all in. Yeah, that. Wow! Look at it. Look at the wreck in the city. Like, yeah.
Yeah, I mean the city's like
badass. Look at that.
Insane.
That is wild. Really cool.
But I got, like you mentioned, Legacy Studio. So back in the day, you were doing these things where it was like 100 covers a day. Like you were doing, well, you do it not 100 covers a day, one per day for 100 days. And so one thing that I got commissioned was this Dr. Doom that you did for me. So I've been getting a lot of people to do Dr. Doom. And so I put a little message. I was like, make him creepy as you can be. And just the way
yeah, I love the mask.
Just like smoke coming, like a ghostly thing coming from his eyes.
I love his take on the mask.
It's a different take on the character, and it looks cool.
Yeah, just so awesome. But then he also had some others like he had pre-done that you could get, and I'd been eyeing this one for a while. I was like, I finally had to buckle, but I got the
Nosferatu.
Yeah, the Nosferatu with and all these like crazy like bats that are coming out of the smoke. Sorry, light there.
Wow, you can
really
see
cool.
the bats in the cloud. That's so cool.
Yeah. And the eyes are just white, but they kind of look glowing with everything else. So just really cool. So I get you might have used a little gel pen or something on that, but yeah, really awesome.
But could you hold up just again? But Caleb, now is this something like you just did like stream of consciousness, or did you have a reference for that? Because like I've never seen that kind of like that like cloud of bats quite like that.
It's coming out of a skull thing, if you can see that.
So, it wasn't actually, there wasn't, there's a little bit of a secret here. So the original idea was not to have that cloud of bats. And so a lot of the times I dip the toothbrush in ink and I'll flick it and it'll have drops. And it, so
happy
It was a happy accident, man. Hey,
it's so cool. It looks great.
Yeah, you turned something into something, or nothing into something. So that's awesome.
And a lot of the times of what people think are like my best ideas, it's like, yeah, if only you knew.
I've done that before.
But I kind of wanted to ask because Caleb, you were doing. I know I got like a little mini print that you had won a Spawnuary contest. So can you talk about that, and what's happened with that?
So that's a fun question. So Spawnuary was a thing, what, like 2 or 3 or something, 2.5 years ago or something like that. It's been a while. And so Todd McFarlane just put out like a challenge to like all the fans. It's like, hey, if you make the best Spawn comic you possibly can, we'll make it into a cover. And there's 4 categories, 1 winner per category. And so you have 1 week per category over 1 month. So they ended up, I think they got 6,000 or 7,000 submissions altogether. So they're like, all right, 4 winners per category, because there's too many people submitting. So then I ended up winning the villains category with my Redeemer, where it's like I used gold ink, where it's like it had actual metal filaments for ink, and it was like really cool. And a lot of this work I was up until the crack of dawn working on it, and it's like, I mean, this is my, like I said, I wanted to do a cover or story for Spawn. So then one that got in the eyes of Legacy Studio, so I got to work with them because of that. But then ever since then, it's like I've been bugging, Thomas Healy, the chief editor of Spawn. I've been bugging whoever I could about it. It's like, hey, when's this coming out? When's this coming out? And I think they're just too behind, or they don't know. But I've still been bothering them about it. Thing, because it's like, I mean, I'm promising a lot of people that this is a cover that's actually happening, and I'm not lying. But I don't know. They said that it's going to be a cover. So if it's not a cover, then they're the ones that are.
Yeah, there we go.
Kind of a bummer that it's dragging on that long.
Yeah, but I know, what is it? There's an artist. He's a French dude, and he's done a lot of covers for Spawn. And he's like, yeah, there was a cover that I did for them like 2.5 years ago, and then they just published it. So it's like, even their own published dudes, they're taking forever to work on.
Oh,
so
wow,
that's what it is.
Maybe he's making the action figure for your cover, and so it's taking a little while.
I'll have to sign that, but yeah, let's do it.
So we have a Stevie. Let me just ask Jason's question, and we'll get to our buddy Stevie just here. But Jason had a question that he was kind of waiting on here. Kind of a weird question, but do the projects you work on ever affect you on a psychological or an emotional level, or are you able to just separate it out and just label as work?
So no, it's not separated psychologically. It's not a separating work home, because this is my home thing. So what's the best way to answer this question? So a lot of this is very personal, and that's why Man of Many Shadows and Iruku is the way that it is that it is a personal project for me to do. And so yeah,
that's where the best stuff comes from, right? Is from your gut.
Yeah. I know that, what is it, Sam Keith was having a hard time with like Sandman and stuff, and that he had to go off and do his own thing because he was just struggling so much with wanting to do it. And when I don't want to do something, like if I were to do a public comic book for a different company and I'm just not feeling it, it's not going to turn out nearly as good as I want it to be. And that's
so our buddy Stevie D is joining us. Stevie D is a retired music teacher who is now taking his own journey into art. So Stevie, do you have a friend do you have a question for our friend Caleb?
Oh yes, I do. First of all, it's a pleasure to talk with you. You spoke about a mural you painted in the gymnasium of your high school.
Yeah.
When you were a wrestler, or the math teacher wanted to make a wrestler out of you too. How long did that mural stay put up in your high school?
I would probably have to go back and check, but I do know that it stayed up there for a few years now. Because I do remember going in because that was sophomore year, and it stayed till I was graduating from senior. So it stayed at least 3 or so years. But yeah, no, it's like my math teacher wanted me to become a wrestler. Ended up becoming a wrestler, and then I tweaked it back, and I got scoliosis now, so no more me anymore. And so that's why if anybody ever meets me in person, I always got this stupid.
I have one of those. I have one of those.
So did you enjoy wrestling and until you had to stop, or?
Oh, I enjoyed it when I started getting good, and when I started getting good is when I got my back injury. Because like, it felt like, I mean, it was nice. It was fun, and I got to have a lot of camaraderie. But it was just like I was so bad at it that once I ended up figuring it out, I got too aggressive, and I like just used the move wrong, and I spasmed all the muscles in my back. But yeah, that happened. I'm fine now.
Well, I'm happy to hear that, and more so on the piece you're doing now. I made a comment that I thought the back of the character reminded me of the Swamp Thing. Could you show that again so I could get a better look at it, please?
He's like hulking in the same way.
You got all that amber color in there since the last time. Really cool. That's the mask, right?
Yeah,
Max. Yeah,
Max.
Yeah.
Max.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, I guess you do see that, because that is like a Man Thing where Man Thing's back, like is hulking all the way over like that. Going back to Mike Plug, which Mike Plug, what a great artist for that, the creepy style.
Can I ask? Are you planning on doing anything else with Aruku Okumu or?
Yeah, we do plan on working on it more. So the main thing right now is that the script needs to be done. And that's something that Luke is working on. It's just that there's been a lot going on, and he's also got a lot of research going into this next issue because it's a little bit of a insight is that it's going to be huge on Japanese tradition, on like there's going to be an exposition in the story, and it's all going to be centered around a tea ceremony. And he's like trying to figure out how to make that work because he really wants to make it work, but it's like so confusing. But he's also like 3/4 of the way done with the script. So once that's there, I'll start working on the artwork.
There was a cool tea ceremony in the Karate Kid, one of the movies. That was cool.
He got inspiration from.
That's cool.
Yeah, one of our friends in the chat, Kim Unit, he's very into Japanese tradition and Japanese art and manga. Now, are you into manga at all?
Vagabond, Berserk, got what is it? There was that rooster fight, the rooster fight, or whatever it was called, where it's got what they're doing for the badges at the C2E2, where it's just that's going and fighting giant monsters.
Yeah, it's on the. Kim Unit will know. He'll know exactly what you're talking about. But so you are into like manga as well. Yeah. It's become huge. Like over the past, I don't know, decade or something, it's been absolutely huge.
Oh, dude, yeah, it's because it's like mostly original like stories, and it's not like, I mean, I love like DC comic books sometimes, but I don't think we always need another story about Batman.
If it's good, we need a good Batman story. That's what we need. Now what about old comics? Like there's this other part to kind of horror and creepy stuff where it was kind of like there was Bronze Age and then a bit more recent stuff, but then old like pre-code horror like 1940s, 1950s kind of horror stuff. Is that something that you're familiar with, or any that you've ever looked into?
I'm not too familiar with them because it's like the oldest stuff I really got into was Bernie Wrightson's Swamp Thing, and I think there was a Frankenstein. The oldest stuff I really got into was Bernie Wrightson's Swamp Thing, and I think there was a
My bad.
Stevie.
and, for that I was like when it comes to like date published, it would be more along the lines of the old like 1700s Italian like interpretation of the Divine Comedy. So I actually haven't been able to read much comic books lately just because I've been so busy with this stuff. But yeah.
Yeah, it was wild. There was a time you'd probably dig it if you checked into it. It's like where they were about to ban comics because it was just so graphic and crazy for like up until 1954 when they introduced the Comics Code. It was just something I was wondering if you'd seen any of it. But Adam, did you have any like other questions? Or I know you've done Caleb's work for quite a bit longer.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think I just discovered you on Instagram, like initially, like just seeing your page, connected through other stuff I was looking at, and just got into it. I was kind of curious to see, because I've known some creators and stuff like that through different cons, and I was kind of curious, like what your day looks like for like at a con, for like how much time are you putting into work, like, or are you spending a lot of your evenings like this doing stuff for Mike, or whatever.
So that's because it's really depends on what's going on. Like, I mean, sometimes it's just a nothing night, and so I get to relax and not do anything. Other times it's like this. There was one time where I went into Florida MegaCon, and I was up at 2 a.m. with the Scots people, having drinks and just talking with them. And then there was it what was his name? He writes like Batman. Scott Slander. Scott and like I think Jock was there, and then it was
wow.
Or was it there was an explosion in Denver where it's like I got in. I was able to do the comic explosion where it's like that little you have an hour to paint whatever, and then I'm sitting there next to Jock as he paint shit. And I'm like,
yeah,
what?
He's a badass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what am I supposed to do? So, no, it's whatever. Like, I mean, when I'm at the show, I sit at the booth, and then sometimes I'll get up and do whatever. But lately, I haven't really been getting too much when it comes to commissions at shows. So I kind of am able to just sit there and do my own thing.
John had a question.
Typically, how long does it take you to create pages or covers? And do you limit yourself when producing your art, like not for money, but for fatigue reasons?
Yeah, that's the main thing, is that like if I am rushing any of my work, that's when I take a step back so I don't rush it. Because especially with Men in Many Shadows, I can't be rushing any of this work because it is that important to me that this is a good comic book. I am able to like shovel out an entire page in one day if I wanted to, but it's like if I'm getting close and I start taking shortcuts, that's when I have to take a step back and stop working, because I can't with that with this comic book especially.
With the upcoming Kickstarter, are you doing any like stretch goals or any additional things you're adding on to it? Or
I am. That I actually have a so there's this special thing that I'm doing where it's like 5 connecting cover, right? Where it's like 5 covers all connected to one thing. And one of the stretch goals is to get that as a print, like a long ass print. And then there's also, I plan on doing, it's the Living Stone that's going to be thrown in with all the physical backers at some point. And then after that, I actually plan on throwing in Suffering God story, like making one. And that's like a long, like far goal, because that would mean that I'm writing a whole new, or not writing, but drawing a whole other comic book.
Really cool.
Yeah.
And a reminder, everybody, please follow on Instagram, and you'll to stay up on projects Caleb's working on. Again, DJ Space Invader _art. Please back the Kickstarter. We the link's been dropped, and so Caleb, we normally we tell everybody about an hour for interview, but then what we tend to do is we'll open it up and we do kind of a hangout portion. We show a bunch of stuff, which I'm going to show a bunch of stuff I got at the con, which, you know, again, if you want to hang out and see some cool stuff that I got, you know, while you're working. But yeah, we do try to stay on, you know, on our word, because, you know, we always say about an hour, but would you like to hang out for a while, or do you have somewhere to go? Or
the only thing is that my phone, I don't know if it's going to have the battery to be able to keep going for much longer, and I am
Completely understandable.
totally fine.
You've had a long day, man. So
yeah, long con. It is tough, man. I mean, it's a lot of fun, but it you get I get tired. I'm old, so but thank you very much for doing this.
yes, thank you for your time.
Our new buddy Caleb, super talented, and if you like the stuff that we like, the creepy and, you know, kind of scary kind of stuff, I think he's like one of the new people to watch in that specific style, and I'm absolutely thrilled that you're doing a cover the blank sketch for me, man.
Yeah, dude, thank you so much. I've been actually wanting to do a Max, but I just end up not having the time or the mind to do it, where I always have something else that I got to work on. So thank you so much, man.
Absolutely. And I don't know if you saw, but Adam is rocking the colors. He's rocking the t-shirt. He's got his Chanko shirt on.
Thank you for the shirt, man. I love the dog.
Yeah, it turns out everybody likes bulldogs. They like bulldogs more than they like my ugly face. So. But anyway, thanks, Caleb. Everybody, please say thank you to our friend Caleb. Please make sure you're following. I will follow up. I'll say hi on Instagram and yeah. Again, thanks for doing such a cool cover for me.
Thank you, man. Thank you for having me.
All right, everybody, the great and powerful Caleb Addy. Right on. That was fun.
That was
fun.
fun.
Thanks for turning us on to him, Adam. What a absolute super talent.
Oh yeah, and I mean, you can kind of tell, like, such a humble guy and how talented he is, and
yeah,
you know, I think his time of being bored at conventions is going to be coming to a close pretty soon, because I mean, I mean, that was one of those things, like, you know, I saw him through Instagram. You're just scrolling by, and you're like, whoa, what is this kind of thing that's going on?
Hey, man.
Hey, man.
I'm sorry, I just got here and I just got here from my.
Your sketty dinner.
Sketty dinner.
Yes, I just got here from my spaghetti dinner. But my daughter won a talent show.
Awesome.
Hey,
it was a spaghetti dinner. If you had watched Alan's show last night,
it literally was.
Saying.
Oh, I was just talking about, for Caleb, and just you know, just a, you know, super chill, talented guy, you know, and his, like, the ink work that he does is just insane. Like, just how naturally all of that just flows from him.
Yeah, stuff's phenomenal.
Absolutely crazy. But yeah, Mike, you're gonna have a great little commission there, man. That's awesome.
It's already looking awesome.
Yeah, I came on like I'm sad that I literally just got in and signed in to see that. I'm gonna have to watch the replay to catch Caleb's part of it, but judging by the comments I was reading, he was doing a great job. Does he do regular work for the EC, or is he only just doing a job for somebody?
For me, I commissioned him to do a cover. Sketch
Very
cover.
cool.
It's just absolutely bananas. I got stuff I could show.
Yeah, I want to see what you got at the con.
You'll say I put you up first.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I came here to see what Chonko got today.
Oh yeah, and archivist, Jason. I went to the book read today, so
45 minutes, okay?
just let Jason know in the comments.
I took my son to a toy show today, and I managed to find Cheerleader Smurfette.
Okay. All right.
I don't think I've ever seen that.
Neither had I, or I would have had it already.
All right. Okay. You beat me, Matt.
Real Page Man wants to know, Chonko.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Well, I've talked about this in the past. I do not buy big comics at comic conventions. That's dumb. Don't be dumb. Don't I did take some cards from people, and I'll follow up with them.
Mark.
Hey, Mark. But I'll buy like convention exclusives, but like big books and stuff. Art, I find that you can negotiate pretty well at conventions, but big books, their prices are inflated like way too much. I priced some stuff, but it was exactly what I thought. And no, I don't buy big books at conventions. I think it's better to just like get the information from the people and negotiate with them later. But at the con, it's too stupid. So yeah,
I did, Jason. I picked up a few things. He making comments about me going to the book read.
Oh, okay. So I think everybody's familiar with Eric Canetti, or Cagnette. I think maybe it might be the same. But he did that really cool. I'll show it. The Absolute Batman, the first appearance of Absolute Poison Ivy, where it's like the Batman with it coming out of her face. But I commissioned him to do a remark, a sign and remark one, and he did this. So this cover, but he did this is his Absolute Poison Ivy he did for like full
awesome.
color. Yeah.
Really cool.
He has some really cool he does a lot of live drawing and has some other artists on and everything. And he's one of those kind of like artists that a lot of people respect. So that's awesome.
Yeah, he is coming on the show. He was like, yeah, I'd love to come on. So great Eric Canetti will be coming on. Also, if you've been paying attention, I keep talking about how I've been talking to Tim Vigil over however many months, and we talk, and he's kind of like, well, maybe, and so I met Tim Vigil today. It's the second time I met him, and talked to him about possibly coming on, and he basically he laid it all out for me, like what the thing was for him, and it was, he's like, I'd like to come on. He goes, but he's like, if I come on though, he's like, look, I've been asked the same questions for. Could someone turn their? We're getting feedback from somebody. Does somebody have two devices going? But he was like, I've been asked the same questions for 35 years. He's like, look, if you have like, if you want to, talk about the work and stuff, but like, he's like, everybody just asks the same thing. How'd you get started in the business? What's your favorite thing to do? What do you not like to do? He's like, I just don't want to answer the same questions is really what it is. And I was like, hey, that's fair. I go, but honestly, sometimes to frame things at the beginning, it's a good idea to answer at least the, how did you get started in that? But, but yeah, I promise you, it would not be the same questions. It would be, kind of a deep dive into what you're doing, and it's fun. And, so we're going to talk more, but that's where his reluctance was really coming from, was the fact that he's answered the same questions for 35 years. And he's like, he just was hoping that it would be something different. Anyway, so yeah, the great Tim Vigil. But yeah, he signed his newest cover here. This insane, gory,
That's cool.
crazy, graphic
What
banana.
is that? What is that for? Is that a new book he's
it-
put out? Or?
It is a newer book. I forget the title. I'd have to open it up and look, but
No, it's
it's
all good.
I think it was a one shot that we did, but did this series in the 90s called Gothic Knights, and signed a couple of these for me. These really cool,
Oh, sweet.
super cool Tim Vigil.
Yeah.
Those are
Classic.
amazing.
That one looks like a homage to like Wrights and Frankenstein or
It's
whatever.
kinda like
the
that.
the one he's
kinda-
being carried. That one
Yeah.
there. Yeah.
It is kind of like that. And then he did this one in the 90s also called Splatter. I don't know.
I have a few of those. Yeah.
And I didn't bring any Fauster grips for him to sign, but the one he did alongside grips, kind of the earliest stuff, was Omen. But one problem is he signed it on the black, which kind of bugged me a little bit. I wish he would have signed it up here. But he's Tim Vigil. He can do whatever the hell he wants.
Yeah.
He's the man. But
saw you,
Raphael's here, Mike.
I'm sorry.
I said Raphael's here.
Oh yeah, I think everybody knows. If you don't know who Raphael is by now, he told me that I could reveal it. If you're not familiar, Raphael the Turtle Collector is our good buddy, Son of Crom. Son of Crom is back, and
Very cool.
that's who Raphael is. So
That's
Oh,
why
cool.
I've seen him on my streams too. Oh, very
Yeah.
cool. Welcome back, Bjorn.
He kind of wanted to leave it
Bjorn.
of a people in intrigue for a little while. So
And he dropped a first full video just a few days ago.
I'll have to look at that. I didn't see it. I have to subscribe to it.
He had a banger of a book.
And here he is.
Oh man.
Oh,
great. That's so good.
Nice.
thank you for the chip, Raphael.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. sir.
Absolutely. I got some Dr. Doom Oreos too. So
That's good.
Don't let me interrupt. Go ahead, Franco. I didn't mean to interrupt. Sorry.
That's
No,
all
you're
right,
all right, buddy. Welcome back.
We're glad that you're back, man.
Yeah, we're really glad.
Yeppery.
I'll answer your question in a second, JSS, and good to see you, Alex. But the other thing I got from Tim, I got an original Faust piece from Tim Vigil.
wow. That's amazing.
Nice. No, that's
Yeah.
badass. I like that.
He's like cutting the guy in half and all this.
Yeah, it's got all the guts hanging out. Wow.
This is how Faust was in the early 90s. This was
Yeah.
going on, and people were like, my mind was blown. I was like, what is Grips was very graphic in the 80s, but this was even more. This was like insanity. Like, yeah. So that, and on the other side, I also met Jonathan Wyshak today. And
Oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
Jonathan Wyshak works for Bad Idea. Does a lot. One of his for cul-de-sac, his kind of passion project. And as I mentioned yesterday, I talked to Sienna Fallon, who is one of the higher ups at Bad Idea. She's going to come on. Additionally, Robert Venditti is the author, the guy who writes Ordained. Is coming on the show. Both of them are going to come on the show. I'm going to see if they'll come on individually because I would like to spend an hour with each of them. Sienna is really an interesting person. If you've ever seen her on Beyond Wednesday, she's really cool. I think people would really like to have like a full hour of her talking. And then Jonathan Wyshak will be coming on and Robert Venditti. But I got an original Wyshak page. This is a published page.
Dude.
Yeah.
Is that from Cul-de-sac?
No, this is a Violator.
Is that an original, actual original piece or a print?
No, this is an original page from
Oh, wow.
Violator. Yeah, this is an original published page from Violator, number 3, page 14.
Wow.
That
And
is badass, man.
I
love
asked
that.
about cul-de-sac. He said he does not sell any cul-de-sac pages anymore. He only he said it's like so personal to him. He said he sold a few originally and he regrets it every day. So he will not sell any more cul-de-sac stuff. But yeah, he had this. Look how cool it is. I mean, Weishaupt is one of my favorites.
Cool,
he's crushing everything right now, man. Everything he's doing is just so cool. But yeah, JSS had a question. The overall vibe of the convention. I don't know. I can't speak for anybody but me, but I had a blast. I other than my foot being so sore and that kind of limited me. I've met a lot of people.
Yeah, I saw you got to meet Yaniv.
I met Yaniv today. Yes, for the first time. That was very cool.
Very
I was
cool.
supposed to meet Anthony Cleveland. He was in a panel for a long time, and my foot was just throbbing. I had to leave. I apologized to him, but we live in the same state, so I think we're gonna meet up another time. But how many people I met up with, and kind of at the end, I'll go through like the people I talked to and the people who are coming on. But yeah, and then the other part of it was I'm sorry, I missed the other part to his question. Everybody was super nice. Yesterday was not very crowded. Today was more crowded. I did not go to any panels. I really was I was in Nerdlines or talking to people and meeting people and passing out Chonko swag, and it was way more fun that way to meet and talk to all the people. I'll go over that kind of at the end here, but I'll kind of go through a few things here. But I'm not going to go through all the stuff I showed on Alan's show and Biggie's yesterday. But I met Brett Bean today from Dork, and he did a remark for me of this. This is like the Comic-Con exclusive, but he signed it. But the chicken here, the chicken head, that's the remark that he did.
Remark of the ghost chicken head.
Yeah, which is my favorite character in the story, actually.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I signed some other stuff. The Dork #1, a couple of Dork #1s,
Sweet, man.
and then the really super cool Ryan Brown ASM homage he signed,
Yeah, that's
which I'm
awesome,
going to try to
dude.
get Ryan Brown to sign this. So it'll be double signed. But talk to Brett Bean about coming on, and I got to tell you, like, you want to talk about like the friendliest like guy who's just basking in like success right now. He is so happy and so friendly and so funny. I got to tell you, if you ever get the chance to go to Brett Bean at a convention, you absolutely should. He is just like cloud nine. Like you could tell he is so happy. Like this is something that he's thought about for a long time. I was telling him about how fun it is and how funny and weird it is and how much I like that it's weird and funny. And he's like, that's the thing. He's like, I thought there was a space for it because like, everything's so serious. He's like, it was kind of cool to do something that was wacky and funny. And so I asked him, so when's the cartoon coming out? And he was laughing because he said his background is animation. And he's like, yeah, everybody says that. He goes, but he's like, I don't have any information yet, but we'll see. He said, you know how it is. People start getting involved, and once money starts getting involved, you don't know what's going to happen. But but it sounds like maybe that's the way.
Well, I think if the property continues what it's doing, I think that you're going to see it'll be more than one source probably bidding war for them a little bit.
Yeah, I think that's going on right now. But like I said, I'm not going to show all the stuff that I showed yesterday that on Alan's channel because it'll go on forever. But the guests that are coming up, but we just need to work out dates. Zoe Thorogood is coming on the show. If you're not familiar, that's the one where she wrote the book, kind of her own mental health struggles and about her brother's problems. And shortly thereafter, her brother did commit suicide. And it's a really heavy and dark, but also super funny book. And yeah, I really wanted her to come on, and so I was delicate in how I approached it, but yeah, she was pretty enthusiastic actually about coming on, and And then I gave her a Chanko shirt, and she was like totally in. She like, she loved the dog, so she was like totally in. So that was really cool. As I mentioned, Eric Canetti's coming on. Dan Mendoza and Becky Lynch are coming on. The married couple. Dan and Becky have agreed to come on. So the great Dan Mendoza from Zombie Tramp and his wife Becky will who's also an artist will be coming on. Mark, you'll like this one. Dan Parent is coming on. Dan Parent.
You got Dan? Good for you.
Yeah, Dan Parent is going to come onto the show. Got to follow up with him. As I mentioned, Sienna Fallon, she's like one of the higher ups at Bad Idea, will be coming on. So will Robert Venditti and Jonathan Wyshak. What it would be cool would be to have all three of them on like consecutive weeks. But we'll see. Both Robert and Jonathan said to coordinate everything through Sienna. So that's how we'll do it. But I think that'll be. If you haven't seen it, man. Hopefully you guys you're following Beyond Wednesdays, because Sienna's been on Beyond Wednesdays many times, and that's really kind of where that comes from. But also there's a maybe but Charles Sewell, who wrote 8 Billion Genies and also he did Daredevil Cold Day in Hell, which was like it's one of the only Marvel things I've liked in a very long time. He said he would, but
that's last year for sure.
Yeah, it was kind of one of these things where he was kind of like, I was like, oh, should I reach out just on Instagram? And he was kind of like, yeah. And so I was like, oh, maybe not. I don't know about that. But also Ruben Naranja, I might be mispronouncing that. He did a book. I was walking by his booth, and I saw this huge Suspiria piece, which he did. And we started talking about Suspiria and mutual friend and stuff. But yeah, really super talented guy. He's an ex pro skateboarder, and his brother's a pro skateboarder as well. And really interesting guy, super nice guy. He and his girlfriend, I sat and talked with them for quite some time. Then Brett Bean and Tim Vigil. So a lot of people agreed to come on, and that would be kind of cool.
Really cool.
And I got a few more things. I'll just show them real quick, but got some stuff back from CGC.
Excuse me.
Chamber of Chills number 8. I got this back. It came back a 3.0, which I like. I was a little surprised, but when you look at it, there's this enormous stain on the bottom. It's like, and they say it goes through kind of the book. Like if you look at it from the front, you're like, wow, a 3.0. That looks great. But no, it's like this like a coffee stain or something kind of goes. So yeah, that kind of crushed the grade there.
Of course, Bobby, we can make that happen.
Yeah, well, I was going to say the same thing about Dan Parent. If you guys let me come on with a couple of questions.
Jason, I forgot to mention. Yeah, I met Sakesha Ray for the first time. If you saw me on Instagram, our buddy Sakesha, I finally put, that was fun. Got to talk to Sakesha for a little bit. She signed some books and stuff, and yeah, it's just one of the best. Just what a great.
Was she the one who asked what your name was?
Yes. She was like, she even like, it was kind of funny. I mean, there was nobody else around, but she just went, hey, Chanko, I'm embarrassed to ask, what's your name? Like your name? Which it made me belly laugh, like, because yeah, she had no idea what so that was funny, but yeah, cool.
Considering how many mics there are on YouTube.
Yeah. Well, I told her, like, once you like get that attached, you can't wash it off. And it's like somebody looks at me and they're like, oh, that's a Chanko. And so that's how that goes. But yeah, got a few Brazilian books back. But Historias de Terror number 60. You probably saw me show these before, but this is a Zizo cover, but it's this really crazy where the guy is drinking the blood from the people he's hung.
Yeah, like a Brazilian Golem.
Yeah. But a 5.5 came back.
Golumno.
And this one, this is Historias Negras, number 8, and this is a Nico Rosso cover, and it's the cool, like, where he's got the guy held down, and the ghost is he's got the sword about About to get them, and then the last one is this is a collaboration cover. Jason and I kind of looked into this, but it's this is a Miguel Penteado collaborating with Jaime Cortez, and it, actually Johnny cleaned and pressed this for me, and it came back a 7.5, which
Wow.
for these
Nice.
books is enormous.
Very nice.
It's a huge thing.
I love that comment.
And one last thing I got.
Holy, like you don't, Jason.
I got so this is from 1950, but Nyoka the Jungle Girl, from Nyoka number 42. I got an original Golden Age page from Nyoka the
Oh yeah,
Good Girl
pretty
art
sweet.
page. So
Yeah.
Love original art.
and anyway, thanks for
You're
humoring
quite
me.
an art collector, aren't you?
It's
Love
starting
that,
to.
man.
Starting to. That
Well,
was what I had.
considering
Me?
Choco, considering your love of art, you do definitely prefer the art to the writing over on comic books. It's not surprised you're into original art, and it's a fascinating part of the hobby, expensive part of the hobby, but a fascinating one yet.
You know, I
It
think
is that.
I think it's situational because there's certain
Can be.
books that I prefer the writing, but yeah, I mean, I have an appreciation for the art for sure, but there are certain things like when we're talking about Ordained, it's not necessarily the art; that's completely the writing that I
That is
appreciate.
probably one of the best books of the year. Ordained was I just absolutely loved it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's phenomenal. Phenomenal. Want to say thanks to Raphael. I got this today in the mail.
Okay.
Little chip, Raphael chip. You can see
Very
there.
cool.
You'll zoom in. There you go.
Yeah, I sent out quite a few of those. Whoever I had their address already, I sent it to. So
I appreciate it very much, buddy. But me, I only got a few things. There's a lot of the same things, but Jason, I went to the book read, like you said. Had my cousin who lives in DC came in out of town, so that's one of the places he likes to go. We ran up there real quick and found in their dollar bins. I found some silver coins, so I got number 1 finally.
Nice.
Wow, very cool.
Very cool.
Number 2, it's upside down.
Really cool.
That's a really cool cover. I like that. Number 3.
Nice.
You'll enjoy reading those.
Yeah, I think I already had this one, number 4. It was $1. I was like, grabbing them all.
Listen,
No.
I'm discovering that when you mistakenly buy a second book, it's a great thing to throw into the giveaway pile.
Yeah, and it was only $1 too, so
Yeah.
no big loss. And then number 6. So good little run of them.
Nice.
It's
Those
cool.
are good. Those are good reads. And then I was at a different shop before I get to the other stuff, but I went to my one shop, the Mavericks, and the one art piece I had showed before of Steve Rude, the original art piece, the one where he's doing this kind of move, and I bought the bigger book that has the collection of all the smaller books. Well, I came across the individual ones today.
Oh, cool.
The Battle for Thune World. So at a different store, Mavericks. He didn't have 3. He's the only one I'm missing. I'm gonna have to probably go on My Comic Shop or something, see if they've got it. But yeah, Steve Rude, and Mike Barron. That's the only Nexus I ever collect.
Cool.
I don't collect the other ones. It's not Nexus if it ain't Mike Barron and Steve Rude together.
Yeah, I'd agree.
But and then back to the bookery, the stuff I got at the bookery. Little Monster Hunters. I've been trying to collect a little small run of these when I come across them. So this is number 13. Don't remember what it was.
Very cool.
A nice yellow
They're hard
cover.
to find.
Them Tarletons, man. I'm telling you what. If you're not into them, they're starting to pick up in value.
Yeah, I agree. I I saw somebody did a top 50 list not too long ago about books to watch for, and he did the entire Company of Charlton at number 38. He said they're all going to start slowly coming up.
Yep. And then some run fillers here. I got Daredevil 172.
Awesome. More of the Miller run.
Nice.
It's got my favorite villain, Bullseye.
Which, like I was talking to Charles Sewell about this. There was another guy talking about what a good job he did with Bullseye in that series, making him really going back to how he's a homicidal maniac. Like,
the crazier the better, man. That's how I love it.
Yeah.
Then 164.
Nice.
159. I'm just all over the place with these, I guess. But
yeah, but here's the thing that I say. It's a time and place thing. If you can only get certain books because you're there, sometimes the other ones are harder to find, but you grab the ones you can.
And then 87.
Nice.
But at the bookery, they had a lot more of the Daredevils that I need, but I'm just like trying to limit myself to how much I'm spending on each one, And then last but not least, I picked this one up because I'm trying to collect this run too here and there when I can come across them. Is Vault of Evil number 10.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
So, the Lurkers in the Cave. I love that.
I've only got 2 things to show tonight, but they're fun ones.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I showed a bunch of other stuff on the other channels. So,
oh, that's really cool though.
Who's next?
So I took my son to a toy. They called it a toy and collectibles show. So there were a couple of comic book dealers there, including my friends at Nefarious Comics, but I'll get to that. It was primarily a toy show, and I was so happy to find this because if I had known this existed, I would have bought this years and years ago. Cheerleaders perfect. Come on. Okay. I even said to the guy who sold it, well, Buffy was a cheerleader too, so this is Smurfette the Vampire Slayer.
Really? Matt, are you in mourning that they canceled the Buffy show?
Not after what I heard they wanted to do with it. I'm very happy they canceled it.
Oh, okay.
They wanted to, basically, they wanted Buffy to literally only spend 5 minutes an episode being the narrator and or at the end, you did a wise thing, so-and-so, to the new person. And they were going to waste Buffy, and among other things, she said the ideas they had, they were expecting to come back to a Joss Whedon show, even though Joss wasn't there. This guy wanted to completely go in a different direction and make it the more let's teach lessons every week, and she refused to do that. So
it's an after school special.
Yeah, she was going to walk away. I mean, whether you think it or not, it's the silly randomness of the the Whedonisms, whether you like them or hate them. They were interesting. That's what kept the show going. It was the same thing with Firefly.
Oh man,
I like
wait for the animated series to come out.
Yeah, it's not the same. And I did find this book from my good friend Nefarious Comics. I had to pick it up.
Hey,
Matt has 111.
I have that.
One with C-3PO and R2-D2.
I bet you do, Mark.
I got to say it. I have that.
Yay! I just love the fact that he's in love with the U.S. mail collector.
The mailbox.
The mailboxes.
I've always liked that book. Yeah.
Yeah. So I did get some other stuff, but you're going to have to watch the video and make to see that stuff.
Anybody else?
Yeah, I got a couple.
Cool.
I don't know if you guys have been watching, but I did a really good score lately.
Reggie
nice.
I remember seeing the video.
Very cool.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And Chonka, you were saying someone signed the back of your book. They make these see-through plastic backing boards.
Oh, yeah.
So you can still display both sides.
Yeah, I have some. I have some up here. Yeah, they are cool, especially when you get the wraparound covers. Or yes. I think Rich is the one who coined the phrase the reach around covers.
Reach around.
I picked up a Jughead number 1, 1949.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
And I was actually sitting and reading this on the couch. when my son came home. He's like, "Should you really be sitting on the couch reading that? Don't they make a facsimile?" I said, "No, I like reading my comics." So he went out, and believe it or not, he found me a Jughead #2.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Very cool, man.
Way to go.
The
Yeah,
collection
good
is
job.
growing. And then I picked this one up.
Oh yeah.
This is Stephen Butler. This is a facsimile of the recent one that came out, and it's limited to I think 200 copies or something. And but that was kind of cool. It's the cover to this.
Nice,
This is
K-Mun.
How you doing, Andres?
it's all the pinup issues.
Awesome sauce. What's up?
Hey, Adam. Good to see you, man.
My favorite pinup, believe it or not, in the pinup issue is all the way in the back. Because you've got Betty and Veronica and everybody. You get to the back. And you got
Wow.
Jeez.
Okay, this thing.
That's awesome.
Thing is, he is small enough to fit in there, it seems.
He is small enough. With all the food he eats, somehow he's
Yeah,
still
it's weird
small
that-
enough to fit in there.
Weird that he never gets fat in the comics because he's eating huge burgers all the time.
But that's all I have for tonight.
Cool.
Cool. And Jason,
All right, I gotta take
no.
off, guys. My daughter actually brought a friend home for a sleepover, and they're going to get. I got to go get them set up. They want to go to
All
bed.
right.
Take
See
care,
you
guys.
tomorrow.
Take care, man.
You see Matt.
But yeah, Jason, no, I've been in that store before, but I didn't go in it today.
Nice.
Anybody else got Steve?
I got some stuff.
And I'll show something.
I
After
have something.
Steve.
I have something to end too. At the very end, I have I have a surprise at the end.
Okay. I got a poker chip too. I got the Punisher.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
And Mike, you sent me this. I like this one. That's
Yeah.
it's like
That's really cool.
it's
Yeah,
like the
anniversary
anniversary
cover homage.
borders with all
Paying
the.
homage to the anniversary borders, yeah.
I really like that one.
Is it
And
a card
then-
or a comic?
A
It's a
card.
card. It's one of the
It's
Mark
a
Spear
card.
cards.
It's from this series.
Oh, okay.
All
I
right.
I do have small comics too. I mean, these are the little tiny Mexican ones.
Right.
I wasn't
I
sure.
I got an AOK from our friend Son of Crom, and this was
Raphael.
wrapped in bubble wrap, and I forgot to show it on the unboxing video I did.
Oh,
And so this is the first time you guys have seen it, and it's
very
it's
cool.
Yeah, look at that. That's America's ass right there.
That's
that
part
was
of it.
pretty cool. And then he wanted to say hi, you know. Okay. And then to clean all that stuff up, you need a little Tony Stark soap, you know.
Good job.
Stark
Yeah.
cleanse. Yep. And I also on the unboxing video, I forgot to show one of these two UFO ones. I love
Oh,
these.
nice.
Wow. That's
That's
really
from-
cool.
That's cool.
1969. It's a Dell 15 center,
I just
And
seen
I
one of those the other
thumbed
day.
through it.
There is.
and there's a lot of examples of craft, which I like to draw. You know,
Yeah.
which is cool. And this was the other UFO one. This is like an invasion.
Yeah, it's like yeah.
You
Really
need
cool.
Rachel Raygun to come save the day.
Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, and here's her sister. Oh,
Oh yeah, that's a Suspiria.
yeah.
That
This
pop-
was a gift for you, Mike.
It is. Yeah, that's our friend Suspiria.
Very
Yeah.
cool. Cool.
And then this was from Rich from the
Yep.
animated series.
Nice.
I remember that. Yeah.
And Adam got me this first issue of the current volume of Iron Man. If that's number 1 or 2, I think it's number 1.
That's number one.
And I was so surprised. I got a slab from Bjorn, and it's I can't say this one guy's name. I'll put it up there and see if one of you guys can read it.
Certificate of
Why?
authenticity.
Jung Jun Yoon.
Oh yeah, that's one of the Bry exclusives. That's really cool.
1 in 3,000,
Nice.
and
Yeah,
that was the beaut. And thank you so very much.
Spider-Man
Very
copping a feel.
That's a reach around cover in a different way.
That's a wraparound cover. Okay, and then I drew. This is a premiere. No one's seen this because I just finished it. You've heard of Old Man Logan and Old Man Hawkeye, and
Yeah.
here's Old Man Popeye.
Yeah.
Well done,
Nice,
Stevie.
buddy.
Very
I'm
cool.
Popeye the Sailor Man. Doot, doot. Okay. And I drew this one. You know how I say, who would you like me to draw? You know, in a message, and you guys tell me. Well, our friend Nate Hallya, he said, draw the Tick.
Oh,
Oh,
there you go. Look at the face
look
is
at
spot
that.
on.
That's nice,
exactly
man.
I like the antennae, you know.
Yeah, dude, that's excellent, buddy.
And the last thing I want to show is I got two more things. Mysterio, lots of people like this one.
Yeah,
I
I
love
like
that.
that
Yeah,
one,
I like
man.
that.
I love the bowl.
I love
And that's what I've gotten the most comments on is
Yeah, it
the
looks like
face.
stained glass.
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
was thinking, you know how on the moon there's supposed to be these cathedrals made out of glass and then they have that reflectiveness to them. It's in pictures of Apollo missions and stuff.
Yeah.
Supposedly, I think that's Hoagland wrote a book about that. Well, anyway, the last thing is I drew Nightwing, and
Wow.
Nice.
I did not like it. I know people like it, but I didn't like it because I put on this dark blue and it covered up a ton of detail. There's good things going on in here, but so I had to just adapt the whole drawing. It was like the whole
like
thing
it.
was a compromise.
I like that contrast, Steve. You
Yeah.
know, that dark blue and then your outlines with the white. It made it look better.
I like it.
Yeah, I call him the Tron Nightwing, like you know that movie.
Like a movie.
Yeah.
So I was aggravated with that drawing looking at it this morning, so I redrew it with the detail that the blue was covering up.
Stevie,
There
I
you
like
go.
the other one more.
Yeah,
Is it just me?
That dark blue one works pretty good.
I like
Yeah,
the color.
and-
I like
and-
the color in the other. I like the color in the other one for me personally.
The second one, you can really see the shadowing on his junk really good.
Yeah.
He's packing some heat. He's packing some heat, Raphael.
In the Nightwing.
Yeah.
All right, since he's ready to go, I got to show him one more. Okay, no one's seen this one because I was embarrassed by it. Okay, this is She-Hulk. And
Very
she's
cool.
mad. She's hulking out, really mad, you know, because the thing
Made a
says,
girl look like that.
"Who took my ice cream bar?" And there's a little ant in the corner running off with an ice cream bar.
Very cool.
Always leave them laughing. That's it, guys.
Good job,
All right.
Stevie.
Good job.
You said you had something, Raph?
Yeah, I have a few things. I'll just say that I haven't been gone from YouTube. I've just been gone from Son of Crom's channel.
Yeah.
So I actually started probably in October, where I started the October, November with the Punisher stacker. And that's where these chips come from. So over there, people don't give stickers. They give poker chips. So these are all different channels. I don't have a lot of them because I don't ask people to send them to me. I like to send them out. But people do poker chips. Or this one guy, he makes solid 1 ounce copper Tree of Life.
Wow.
That's really cool, man. I like that idea. I have
Yeah,
to
that's neat.
get some big nasty ones made.
And he has
Yeah.
a little like a Christian saying on the back. So that's one thing that's a little bit different about people that collect gold, silver, and platinum. They're all very, not that there's anything wrong with that, but they're all very religious and they're all very very right wing, like to the extreme. I don't know why that is, but they're kind of like preppers. Go with it. So I try to fit in. Let's put it that way. But believe it or not, over there, if you can see these are hobo dollars.
Oh, those are
I
cool.
have
Oh wow.
I have 32 of these that I made. Well, I didn't make them. I had someone make them for me. And these are silver Kennedy coins, and
Is
those
those-
are going out to the
Is those
It just
remarked like
comes earlier.
engraved or whatever, Bjorn?
yeah. Then grade the Punisher because it's the Punisher Stacker is the name of the channel, and that's what the
Okay.
chip was that Steve got. The Punisher Stacker is the channel, and on the
Yeah.
back it says La Stacker Nostra instead of La Cosa Nostra.
Very
So and
cool.
over there, I'm Tony the Punisher guy. Forget about it, you know, Paisan, that kind of thing.
Uh-huh.
But people think, like, these are solid silver dice the guy made me as an
Wow,
AOK.
that's cool.
Yeah.
I made a half an ounce admit one token for the
Wow.
Kumite. So I know I don't do the comic book Kumite.
Yeah.
Over there, I'm doing a coin collector Kumite.
Oh wow.
So and a bunch of the bigger channels that have like, 20, 30,000, they're giving me silver to add. So it's up to almost 10 ounces of silver the winner will get, which
Wow.
would be
Very cool, man.
Yeah, I think
Oop,
we.
did we lose- we
I
lose him?
think, I think we lost Bjorn.
Bjorn, you there? I think we lost you, buddy.
There's
My-
video.
yeah, sorry, my video kind of went wacky for a second. So
Okay.
my first episode, I showed off my first printing of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Really cool.
That's
So-
it.
Very nice, buddy. Very nice.
I love
Yeah,
that.
my next video, I'm showing off my second favorite turtle book that I'm super pissed off about, and I'll explain that. That's the one thing I won't give away why I'm pissed off about it. But I do a pretty good. I can't do a Chonko good rant, but I did a rant, my own style of rant. So the other channel that I do that no one really knows about, I think, maybe Casino Comics does it, but I also do a very small channel that has people that watch it, not very many, but they're not from the normal comic book community. They're like from an offshoot one that I didn't even know existed. Like all the people that write and subscribe, I've never even heard of their channel before until then. And that's 10 Cent Batman. So 10 Cent Batman collects mostly 10 Cent Batmans, but I'm going to show you a few Batmans that I haven't even showed yet on the channel. So I'm pretty excited to have them. So there's
Yeah,
a
he's-
modern one.
Instagram.
Oh, that is a monster book.
So on this one, I actually was bidding on a 9, a 9.2, and 8.5. And then when it came down to, punch it, this one sold about the same as the 9.2 because this had the best color strike.
Yeah.
And I wound up winning this, and someone went another bid above mine for the 9.2. And I kind of was sad, but I was happy at the same time because this has the richest color. So I really like that one.
Yeah, I love that cover.
Here's another one I picked up.
Wow, another like
Mr. Freeze, yeah.
first.
so
Very
this is-
nice.
So 10 Cent is what I try to stick in, hence the name 10 Cent Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, on this channel, I don't really care if I have any subscribers or not, because I don't even talk. I don't talk. I just show the book. The video is like a minute long, maybe 2 minutes long. There's the first King of Cats.
Wow.
Very cool, man.
That's a what do you call that? Comic Link auction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think, yeah.
Comic Link. Chonko turned me onto those. There's a beat up one. Boy, it's sure a nice copy.
Oh wow.
Nice cover.
Yeah.
I love
love
that. I
that.
love that book.
It presents really well, man.
What number is that?
Number 49.
49. Wow.
So there's that one. Let's see. Here's one I always wanted. This is another auction win, I think, from Heritage. This is a 46. I used to work in the prison system, so I like the one where Batman and Robin are going in to learn how to be real men in the big house. That's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Or at least Robin is for sure.
With that outfit, definitely.
Get me
There's,
on the bat phone. Let me know how it turns out.
That one has the last Alfred story in it. It's
Nice.
Batman 3-6.
Really
Kind
cool.
of a meh cover. They fight, it's an imaginary story where they're fighting Mordred and Lady Morgan Le Fay or something. There's one you've seen on other people's channels, but I love war stuff, so.
Really
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah.
Had to
That's
get
really
that
cool, man.
And these are all pretty much everything's an auction win. I think some of them may be. Oh, here's one you guys might know.
Oh yeah. Big book. Big
So
book.
this is not.
Very cool.
again, some books, there's a couple 12 centers in there and that 120 cent, because I just wanted to pick up a few key issues too. And I've already like did videos for these out for like 4 months. I do it every week and I just schedule these 1 minute videos. So I haven't even showed these yet.
Wow, first Silver Age Clayface.
Yep. And the first 12-cent book.
Wow.
Oh wow.
Very cool.
Okay.
First 12-cent book.
Wow.
Almost done. Here's the last
very
10
cool.
book. Last 10-cent book.
I love that.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Dinosaur.
Nice.
Here is the milestone 200th issue.
Nice.
I like
Now,
the
that's one
bat
of my-
plane. That's funny looking.
What's one of my favorite covers on Detective, and what I really have always liked, even when I was a kid, I like covers without Robin. I know people love Nightwing, but man, I was raised on the TV show, and man, I can't stand Robin. I hate that. Here's this is a nice one. This is like the
Whoa.
this is like the appearance of Robin.
Oh,
Very cool.
Yeah, I love this
Yeah.
because it's I love they still have the mean Batman logo from the early
Yeah.
Detective comics.
Yeah. 43.
Yeah, that's-
Wow.
That's an old
And
one.
last but not least, this is a Grail that I've always wanted, and this is the first time I've ever owned one. It's from 1940, and it is a pre-Robin Detective.
Oh wow.
Oh man, yeah.
That
Very
is a big
nice.
book.
Bjorn. Very nice.
Yeah, this last sold for $15,000 in
Wow.
2023 or something. I got it for less than that, but it's not showing up on GPA.
Oh, which auction site did you get it at?
I got it from a guy on eBay, but we did it
Oh.
through other means.
Yeah, that's what
So it's
happened.
not showing up. So technically, even though I got it for less than that, I guess if I ever sold it, I'd say, well, the last sale price $15,000.
Exactly right.
$13.99.
This is exactly. It's another good reason to buy on Comic Link if you can get it low, because it's like those don't show up on any of the
Mhm.
sites.
Yeah, for sure. So let me get rid of that evil one.
Really
cool.
And then I also have like a UFO channel, and the only person I told about that one was Steve, and that's where the comic books came from. And that's for just weird shit like UFO stuff. I did a couple weird stories, and I'm also starting to do astrophotography, which I just took some video of the sun today, which was weird. So I'm just learning how to do that. Just different hobbies. When you get
Heck
old,
yeah,
you
man.
get bored.
Yeah.
At least
Well,
I get bored easy.
Well, I'm glad you're coming back and talking to us again.
Yeah.
we're going to miss
Yeah,
you.
we miss you, man.
Always love having you around, man.
Yeah, I can't do live streams with this channel at all because I accidentally deleted Son of Crom because I wanted to change it to Raphael the Turtle Collector. And so I said, delete this avatar, and it just deleted it. And now when I go to search on StreamYard for my channels, I see like the Punisher Stacker, and I see other channels.
Yeah.
We had the Daredevil dude with another show that we did together, a dual channel with me and Casino, and that shows up. But this one is not showing up still, and I cannot seem to get it to work. So I'm kind of that's why I can't comment on here, because it won't let me connect to the chat.
That's that's the problem that I've had where I haven't been able to do it. Somebody told me what the issue is. I'm going to work on it again, but yeah, I have the same issue, and it's like a Google thing, I think. But I have one last thing to show you
Okay.
guys.
I was gonna say if Adam has anything to show, you got anything?
No,
to show
I'm
him?
good. I'm good.
Oh. Yeah, sorry, I didn't mean to.
No. I was just asking. Nice.
I got the body bags.
Oh.
So let's open them right now. This is hopefully, knock on wood, we'll get a Michelle Diaz exclusive out of these.
Oh, wow.
Was that just for C2E2 or?
No, this was I think this had to do with MegaCon. I think
Okay.
These that's what they were doing. I don't know. They did just drop though. Oh, let's see. Man,
Yeah, I can't remember where they were for. I remember seeing them online, but people talking about them, but I don't remember what they were.
Yeah, let's see what happens here.
Have you guys ever cut a buck trying to open a bag like that?
No, no, it's pretty-
Always make sure I shake them down like this and make
Yeah.
sure they're down that way.
but
I opened one of them with a plastic fork and I did all right.
So I think there's 3 books.
Pretty stout bag though. Look,
Yeah.
at least it looks like it is.
So
And did you say where do those come from? Where do you order them from?
these came from there were like a couple sites that were selling them. I don't
Okay.
recall. Yeah,
Like a whatnot show or something, or
no, they were just online. Oh yes, sir. There are 2 of them here. Okay, so I don't recall. I don't, but they were a couple of online distributors were selling them. I don't know the artists here, but it's Exquisite Corpses number 10, and that is it's a cover. It's a Ivan Tao cover.
Ivan Tao.
Very cool, man.
And then
Is she
this
flipping
one-
you off on one hand?
yeah.
Both hands.
Yeah, both of them.
You double birded.
Jamie
Double
Tyndall
birded.
cover, who's of
Jamie
course,
Tyndall.
Her
Yeah.
nipples are in the wrong place.
right?
Oh, they're just a shadow. It looks like they're. It looks like they were over here.
And, there's a clear backer board in there with them, and this
She got a lazy eye, lazy nipple.
is a sticker.
Oh, cool.
And yeah, I have one more. So let's see what I got.
Oh, there are 2 books in that one bag.
Yeah, 2 books.
Oh wow. Okay. Cool.
Let's see here.
No whammies. No whammies. No whammies. No
Yeah, no
whammies. No whammies.
And stop.
The farming surgery on the live show.
All right, let's see what we got. So, oh boy, wait.
Oh, drop your sticker.
Yeah, sticker drop. Here's a sticker out of this one,
Very cool, man.
and here are the 2 covers. So I got a Dave Wilkins cover. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
I like
yeah.
that. This kind of looks like Apocalypse Now a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see what. Hopefully, I got something cool. Oh, it's the Ivan Tao Virgin. So
Okay.
yeah, I got the trade dress and the Virgin, but yeah, no
Oh,
Michelle Diaz. No Michelle Diaz. I was kind of hoping we would get one of her exclusives when I opened, but not this time.
Well, at least you didn't get the exact same thing in both bags.
Right. Yeah, that's true. So
Yeah, you've been down that road before.
yes, many times. So yeah, that was kind of the last thing that I had to show. So
That's cool, man. But well, we're pushing 2 hours, I guess. We'll go around the horn real quick and say our things. Adam, you got anything you want to put out there to promote?
I dropped, I think last week, a new episode of the My Light Zone that I did. So I'm doing like a little series of just weird comics that I have. So did that. I'm trying to crank out a lot of art for something, so I'm working on that right now. So that's
Okay, cool, sweet. Stevie, you got anything, buddy?
Well, I just made a couple of unboxing videos in a row, which I normally do a week or so in between videos, but the mail came and I was surprised and I couldn't wait a week. I was so curious to see what was in the box. So I have a couple of videos that just posted, and that's about it.
Okay, cool. Raphael, everybody go over and subscribe to Raphael the Turtle Collector.
Yeah, for the next show will be I'm gonna do mine Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. The next show I just come out, like I said, I have one that came from a really, really big company that I was super pissed off about. Even though they tried to be helpful, it was unexcusable. The thing I got, sorry, my light just went off. But anyways, doing that Tuesday, and also in that same episode or same short video, I will explain to women and how they can shoot thick ropes. Not kidding. It's an R-rated channel for sure.
Okay. Mr. Mark, you got anything?
I've got my Tuesday book review. If my books come in the mail, I've been waiting like 2 weeks now for them. If not, I'm going to do a digest special because I bought another huge collection of digests, 120 something books for $20. And then Thursday, I'll do my What's New. And before we go, I want to say thank you to Mike for taking time out at the show to get me some stuff. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, I'll send that off this week. I'll send it to you.
Very cool. Very cool. But
What I love about Mark is that he collects something that normal people pick up, but people aren't so dedicated to that one thing. And I love that when people have that passion for one genre of comic company or comic book, and you're like the world of Archie. I think it's wonderful.
And he knows everything about Archie. That's the other part.
More than
definitely my go-to guy.
And Parent, I might be available.
You'll absolutely be welcome.
I'll definitely be on the after part.
Yeah, for sure. We will rely heavily on you. So please, yeah. That'll be fun. I really like Dan Parent. He's a really nice guy.
Mike, you want to hit everybody up with our
couple things. So tomorrow night I'm on with I Have Comic Issues. So gonna talk about channel, and he kind of focuses on advice for growing channels and kind of lessons you learn as you're doing this and stuff. So I think it's cool. I think it's a really thoughtful thing, and I'll be just talking about YouTube stuff. Really, I think that's what it's about. So and then next week we have Drew Roush on, and Drew Roush is, I don't know if you make me big, Rich. I could show this one real quick.
I can try.
All right. But this is Drew Roush. He does these like really cool, they're almost like Halloween themed, like but this is a glow in the dark actually. Check his stuff out. He really, really interesting stuff. He has a Kickstarter for a book called Ghost Boy, which is, it's almost like a much creepier version of Casper, maybe is kind of the vibe I get to it. But yeah, really cool stuff. I really love what he's doing, and I think people are gonna really enjoy that one too. Again, really cool artist, really creepy stuff, and then the week after we'll have Nick Marinkovich on, who is a friend of Suspiria, and he is super good, really good artist. I think people are gonna really like his stuff a lot too. So and then we'll just keep watching. We're gonna have gonna line up the guests of the people I spoke to at C2E2, and the show is gonna continue to be stacked going forward.
Looking forward to each and every one of them, man. I'm telling you. Tuesday, I'll be on Nate's channel. Hall, go check it out. The Tuesday night hangout, and I've got a couple videos in the works. I just gotta edit them. They're going to be like outdated by the time I get them done. But I'll still put them out. With that, thanks everybody in the chat. Thanks everybody here on the panel. Thanks to Caleb. He's watching this rewind or whatever. For taking time out and coming and hanging out and talking art and comics and everything else. That was great. His
what a supreme talent!
He is definitely. You need to put old Caleb Addy on your watch list for sure, man. Because
wow, yeah,
that stuff was phenomenal. And he's young, so I mean, you get a little bit older, he's only going to get better. So
and just he's going to start. It's one of these things. Like, I don't know if you guys pay attention, but some of the stuff, some of the people we're turning you guys on to, they suddenly just start blowing up. I mean, Kiss Kiss is blowing up. Just seeing them early. You're seeing them early here.
Yeah.
You guys gotta do a special show with Steve to make him blow up, because we need more awesome Nightwing package shading.
we love having Stevie on every single week. It's one of our favorites that he's on.
Stevie, you'll have to draw one of him, just like torso shot, just real close up, that way you can get the shadowing real good and all that other stuff.
I'd rather do a tiger or a mockingbird. Or
Sometimes you have to do what the fans want, though, Steve. That's
Yeah.
You
got to bite the bullet, right?
they want Gotham's buns.
Oh, I wanted to thank Adam. He is helping me round up the annuals for Marvel 2-in-1, and one of them is a semi key or a key of some sort. I think it was number 2, right?
Yeah, number 2. It's like the death of Thanos, and it's, got one. I think one of the Infinity Gems or something like that featured in that. So yeah.
And he said he's going to send it to Johnny to do his magic on it.
Very cool.
Yeah, he did great on the Steranko Captain America cover.
Yeah, I found one, batted some eyelashes, as I told Steve, and got a good deal on it. So yeah, it's like got it. And then Johnny was like, "Yeah, I'll do some work on it for you." So yeah.
But with that, thanks again, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It's 10 o'clock where I live, so not much else going on. But yeah, we will see everybody on the next one, and have a good week. And thanks for watching.
Thanks, everyone.
Bye.
It's a live show. Oh, oh. It's a live show. Oh no, just wait, cause it's not just a live show, it's the live show. Yo, it's a live show. Oh, it's a live show. Yo, it's a live show.